Hey everyone, this is Jason from the Buddy INS team, and I'm here to give you a quick instructional video on how to use our new group sales tools in the Buddy system. So this is a step-by-step process to really take you through what you need for your pre-sale items for your group. We're going to talk through the group product buddy. We're going to talk through the group quick quote tool. And then we're going to take you to how you actually can submit a case to Buddy INS to go through the next steps. This is a step-by-step process. So we're going to start by going to the group product buddy tool. And really, the purpose of the group product buddy tool is to get an idea for our case based on a few simple inputs, find out what products are actually available to use with this group. So I'm going to use an example group. I'm going to say this group is in the state of Florida. They are an employer group, and there are, let's say, 10 actively at work employees. So you'll notice when I put in these inputs, the carriers down here actually shrank, given that we have only 5 to 49 employees. It narrows down our options to Allstate and Transamerica, and I can actually select either carrier and get an idea of the case highlights. So the case highlights will tell us, do we have a true long-term care rider available for this case? Do we have an extension of benefits rider, which is that doubling of the death benefit for long-term care benefit? And do we have restoration of death benefit? So when we exhaust all of our death benefit, does the carrier restore our death benefit? So you can see when I select Allstate, we have all three available, which is a great sign. When I click Transamerica, though, it lets us know that in the state of Florida, we actually don't have extension of benefits or restoration of benefits for this case. So that's where a lot of the value really lies for group long-term care for these hybrid products. So I know that through Product Buddy, Allstate is really going to be my best option here. And what I'm left with is a one pager that gives me an idea of how the product works. So make sure that you hover over this download button and click that, and make sure to save that PDF so that you can keep this one pager, not only get yourself up to speed on the product itself, but this is a really nice handout and sales presentation piece to be able to use for your case. So at a glance, what this one pager will give you is kind of a sample pricing and value for the product. It'll give you, for a 45-year-old employee, what the monthly premium is, what their total paid premiums to 70 would be. It'll give you the long-term care monthly benefit, how much total long-term care you'll have, and then the amount of death benefit that would be restored by the restoration of death benefit rider. This would actually be a 100% restoration. So we're showing a $75,000 death benefit, getting us $150,000 total for long-term care at $131 a month for premium. You can also get an idea of product guarantees, some of the product features for the product, who is actually eligible for the plan. So we're talking age ranges, how much do you have to be actively at work, lots of different underwriting rules. You can get the long-term care benefits, an idea of that here. And then you can get sample rates for age 35, 45, and 55 for the minimum and maximum guaranteed issue amounts. So like I said, really good presentation piece to be able to bring into that first meeting and introduce the group to the product. So for our next step, we want to click this button and go to the group quick quote. So the group quick quote is a calculator where you can actually go through the pricing for a plan. So for example, you can select any age of employee. You can select any claim age. You can look at employee or spouse, put in tobacco status, and show any of the available benefit amounts here. And what this will do is really be a companion for you, again, to use in that first conversation with the group, especially if you're speaking with a specific decision maker who wants to get an idea of the pricing of the plan for themselves, you can select their age. And kind of like the one pager, we're showing a monthly premium. We're showing total paid premiums from current age to claim age. We're showing what monthly benefit they could have access to. And this number is really going to be the total of the maximum long-term care benefit plus the restored death benefit. So this is going to be essentially your total insurance benefit. And this insurance multiplier is going to be, for every dollar we put into this plan, how much do we get in total insurance benefit leverage? Okay. And depending on what benefit amount you choose, it will show whether it's guaranteed issue underwriting or, for example, simplified issue underwriting and what that underwriting process will entail. This is also a really helpful tool to be able to use for employer funding for small groups. So let's say I have a 6-person group with Allstate. You can actually go in and plug in each employee age and whatever benefit amount you'd look to fund at. You can even start at the minimum here. For a 52-year-old executive, I know it'll be $68 a month for that person. For a 49-year-old executive, I know it's going to be $56 a month. You can actually go through for each age of each executive at whatever benefit amount you're looking to fund and add up the premiums. And that's a great ballpark number to be able to give for employer funding. We also have these helpful diagrams below the group quick quote calculator. And depending on what benefit amount you select here, you can see that these diagrams actually update to show what you're showing in the calculator. So this is a great way to take people through and educate them on how the product works, right? If you buy $100,000 of death benefit and you need long-term care, you're going to have $200,000 total long-term care benefit. You can accelerate 6% of the death benefit per month, and that will give you $6,000 a month for long-term care up to that maximum. If you buy $100,000 of death benefit and you don't need long-term care, you're still going to have $100,000 of death benefit to pass on to your beneficiaries. So this is a really dynamic sales tool that will help you walk an executive, decision maker, HR person, whoever you're speaking to about this plan, help them understand how the plan works. And when combined with the one pager we got from the Group Product Buddy tool, makes a really, really useful initial pre-sale process for you. We equip you with those tools super quickly and easily. So once you're satisfied with your experience in the calculator, and by the way, we have a number of different plan designs in here. We were already set to the Allstate no inflation, but we have a bunch of other products and plan designs. The Allstate 5% inflation for California and Utah is in here. We have Chubb and their various plan designs, Transamerica and their various plan designs, and Trustmark, both their universal life events and their life plus care plans. So you can come in here for any result you get from the Group Product Buddy, and you can price it out in the Group Quick Quote. So our last step is to submit our group. So you're going to click this orange button and it will take you to this form, and there's just a few pieces of information to fill out. The first two tools get you ready for pre-sale, and this form will get you connected to our team to help take you through next steps, help you sell the group if you need it, help you run any sort of census analysis if you need it, and then of course, if the group is sold, take you all the way through implementation. So you're going to enter your first name, your last name, email, the name of the group, where the group is actually located, state is fine, number of employees, what type of industry are they, expected first enrollment month. This is nothing that needs to be set in stone, but just give us an idea of maybe what month they'd like to have their effective date be. And of course, you'll select long-term care, but if you're interested in seeing other products for the group, you can select those as well. If you're working with a BGA, make sure to put them in here, and any other notes that you'd like to give us about your opportunity. If you need a census template, you might already have a census at this point, but if you need one, you can click here to download a template that you can use to bring to the group. Once you've shown them a bit about the product, you can ask for the census and get more detailed information so that we can help you run the proposals, and then hit yes to complete group carrier contracting through Buddy INS so that you can receive contracting information and get set up as soon as you are able. And then when you hit submit, this goes to our team. Somebody on our team will reach out to you and help you the rest of the way. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how we plan to use these group tools in the pre-sale, not only just for the internal Buddy INS team, but how you can use this to really get yourself off on the right foot with a group long-term care sale and make sure the decision maker you're talking to is well educated about the plan so that you can set yourself up for success. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. We're here for anything else you need. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.